Hi everyone, Elliot Jacobson here, and welcome to Disaster Diaries. This is going to be a video diary for me, and essentially what I want to do is to document the end of the world, the end of civilization, the end of a habitable planet, and all of the things that are taking place one day at a time, all of the little or big things that document and sort of mark time as we go through this crisis, this ecological and physical and planetary disaster together. I'm not exactly sure what this is going to look like. This is just my very first one, but I have no shortage of disasters to choose from. As I think about the planet today, the disasters that sort of are playing largest in my mind are the Dixie Fire. Maybe because I live here in California, that one is sitting at 400,000 plus acres and still burning. Number one all-time record fire. I think about the upcoming heat wave about 5 days away that's going to hit the Northwest again up through Oregon, Washington, southern BC, and parts of California. Once again, record hot temperatures. I think about the fires that are burning in the Siberia and the effect those are having with the smoke blowing over the Arctic. I am terribly, terribly sad about the flooding rains in Germany and China and other places around the world, about crop failures, about the dying of the coral reefs, grasshoppers and mice. And well, you can just go online and start looking for these things and you will find no end. Well, one thing is for sure, we are at a momentous moment right now. And one of the reasons for that is that the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, that's the IPCC, is going to put out its first of 3 reports on Monday. That's 2 days from right now. And in that, they are going to give us a big indication of what the top climate scientists are thinking about our future. There was a lot of pressure on them to not play this thing down, to not play nicey nice, but to give us what's really going on right now. So as I make this video, I don't know what's going to be in that, but I can tell you that if they say that we're going to hold at 1.5 C, or that we can mitigate and hold to 2 C, or anything else that is just patent nonsense, that there will be an international outcry, and I think they know it. So we are heading for a planetary disaster, and it is extraordinarily sad. So everybody is waiting to see just what the IPCC has to say about this. Well, here's what I want to do in these videos. I want to pick an item, pick 2 items every day, and just talk about these things a little bit. Maybe it's just to mark the event in the sort of climatological and global industrial collapse, fall of this planet and our place as humans on it. So one of the things that I want to just pull your attention to out of that sort of stuff is sort of this surprising video that I happened to come across. I was watching CBS this morning, and as I was watching it, Jeff Berardelli has a video that he created and presented where he outlines a lot of the issues that are going on internationally right now. I was amazed to see just how well produced and presented and honest and thorough this video was, given that it appeared on mainstream media, which is under pressure to not talk about the end of civilization, to not take a doomer stance. He did a great job. So I want you to track down this video. You can go to CBS This Morning online. You can track down Jeff Berardelli on Twitter, or you can go to my Twitter timeline at Elliot Jacobson, that's 1 L and 1 T, and you can see where I have retweeted this. So please watch this if you have any curiosity at all about sort of how this can be presented in its best by mainstream media. I am very grateful to Jeff Berardelli for doing this. But the other thing I want to talk about right now are aerosols. And in particular, we do have these fires going on. So I am at what's called CAMS, or the Copernicus project here. And this is this is provided by European atmospheric and climate scientists, and it's great for what it does. It's a source you have to start investigating and looking at. So I want to look at aerosols that are coming from fires. And I want to look at those in the northern hemisphere, or let's just go Arctic. And then we're going to go to the aerosol type and look at just biomass burning aerosols. So these are aerosols from fires, but also, for example, coal, wood pellet fired power plants, that sort of thing. So if we look at these aerosols right now, we can see the fires right here. We're looking down at the North Pole, so right in the center here is the North Pole. These are the fires that are burning in North America, and these are the fires that are burning in North Siberia. And in particular, what we can see is the trail of thick smoke that's leading right over the Arctic. And if I click this little arrow right here, we can actually animate this thing so we can see the future of these aerosols. So what's happening is that the aerosols are being dragged over the poles. And as they do that, this is ash and soot and other debris from the fires. That stuff falls out of the atmosphere fairly quickly. And as it does, it falls onto the Arctic ice. And this Arctic ice is already in the process of melting at record pace. We may not get our all-time record melt this year, but it's going to be pretty close. What happens when this ash falls? Two things. One is it actually increases the melt rate of the ice on which it falls. So if you think about what you would do if you lived in an area with a lot of snow and ice, is you would throw salt under your tires or on the road. But if you didn't have salt, you would throw ash from your fireplace, because that also accelerates the melt. So this ash is going to fall and it's going to accelerate the melt. The other thing it's a darker color, and because it's dark, it decreases the albedo. Albedo is the reflectivity of a surface. So as the reflectivity of the Arctic decreases, it means more solar radiation is absorbed, which means the Arctic will be heating up even faster. A lot of people don't know about these Arctic wildfires, these Siberian wildfires. But let me tell you, this is among the biggest global disaster going on right now. I mean, look at this ash, look at this soot compared to, well, you know how large the wildfires are in North America. Over here, we're talking about 4 million acres of land that have burned or are on fire. And it is, I mean, there's no way to stop this. It will burn until there are events, meteorological events that put it out. And even then, it'll stay smoldering until next year. So this is really bad news, and I am just so surprised this is not one of the feature stories of news outlets. If you just look on a physical size and scale of what is going on, it is just mind-boggling how large this is. If I were to take this view and instead of looking at the Arctic, look at it from just a North American view, and we can see, well, from North America, we can see the fires we have. Let me just see if I can find a view from Asia. So let's see what we want here. I don't think Eurasia is going to show it to us, but we'll see what it does. Yeah. All right. So this is a better view. That really gives you a context for how large this smoke is in terms of the surface area of Asia. I mean, it's the size of China, honestly, that is covered with essentially just unlivable, unbearable ash and smoke, just massive, massive quantities of this stuff. I'm not sure what's going to happen. I am not sure what's going to happen with that. Well, all right. Life goes on, right? And I hope to do another one of these for you soon. We will see what these become. If the tone of my voice is a bit depressed, it's because we're in a lot of trouble. And I just don't mean humans. I mean we, the planet, everything. We are in trouble, my friends. All right. So that's everything for today. This is Elliot Jacobson. See you later.